I'm going to be sharing one of my favorite tips with all of you, and that is to memorize and efficiently remember names and faces. And memorizing names and faces is also one of my strengths because this is one of the events in which I broke the world record by memorizing 218 names in 15 minutes. And this is an example of one of the sheets that we are given at the competition, and we are given 15 minutes to memorize multiple of these sheets. So I will be telling you part of the same technique that I used in the competition, and using this very simple yet fundamental technique, you can easily memorize as many names as you wish. I think most of us have been in this situation too many times when we meet someone new and before we're even finished shaking their hand, we've forgotten their name. And then we're too embarrassed to ask for it again. So we're just hoping that they'll mention it and then we'll remember it the next time. And I myself have been in this situation. And this is not because our brain is not capable of remembering that name, but it's just because we have never learned how to properly store that name in our brain so that we can effectively recall it whenever we need to. So many people have asked me how to memorize names and faces because we come across so many new people every day, whether that's a new classmate at our school, whether that's a particular person that we have to remember for, let's say, our history exam. Maybe it's a potential client for your business, or even just a random person that you've just met. By remembering that person's name, you are not only setting a good impression for yourself, but you're also making the other person feel important and heard. And especially in business setting, remembering the person's name plays a very crucial role in socializing and connecting with people. So let's get started with the technique. So our brain thinks in pictures, and because of that, first, we're gonna try to see a distinguishing feature on the person's face. Now, this could be their wide smile, maybe bald head, a big nose, or even just the way that their ears stand up. Try to go for what you notice first, as then it will be easier for you to remember that same feature when you see them or meet them again. Once you've found the feature, now try to link the name of the person to something that you already know. This could be an object or maybe someone else that you know by the same name. Once you've done that, the last step is to link the two pieces of information together for our brain. So let's try doing this together using two examples. So the first example is going to be a name from the Asian region. So here is a face and here is a name. Now for me, the feature that is standing out on her face is her small nose. And her name is Bushra. So I will break the name into two chunks, Bush and Ra. For Bush, I will imagine a green bush. And for Ra, I will imagine a ray of sunshine. Now, to connect the face and the name, I will imagine that a green bush is growing from her small nose, and from within that bush, a gleaming ray of sunshine is shining right into my eyes, making me squint. Here is the second example. This time, the name is from American region. Here is the face, and here is the name. In this one, the feature that is distinguishing are his big eyes. His name is Danny. I will associate this to something I already know, which for me in this case is dance because Danny kind of sounds like dance. Now to link the name and the facial feature, I will visualize that his eyeballs are dancing all around the room by moving in every possible direction. Since our brain is visual and it thinks in pictures, this small story will allow you to always remember these two names with their faces. And not only is this fun, but it also allows you to make use of your brain's natural ability to remember. And just like everything else, the more you practice this technique, the faster and easier it will be for you to memorize and recall everyone's names. Another small tip that you could use is that when you're in conversation with that person, try to address them at least thrice using their name. So you could say anything like, "Nice to meet you, Bushra." This will simply assist in sealing this piece of information into your brain. I hope that this tip helps you in your social life, academics, in your professional meetings, and just in your everyday situations. And please also share with me if this tip helps you. That's all for today, and I will see you all in my next video. Until then, be happy and be joyful.